What is up, everybody? Welcome to Michael Miner's 2016 NCAA wrap-up and prediction show for both men and women's basketball tournament show with yours truly, Michael Miner, for March 19th, 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, guys, we're going to go and talk about the games that just happened today. We're going to go over to the NCAA tournament the app that I have, because I have Windows 10 now. I know a lot of people thinking, oh, Windows 10 sucks. Well, which we know Windows 10 does suck. So, oh no, we're not going to do that. We're going to do these. No, I don't want that one. I want the entire screen. So we're going to go share. And we're going to go right over to the NCAA March Madness live. If you guys have a tablet, go and get it. It is an awesome app for all you gamer guys out there. Well, here we go. We got the games up. Let's talk about some of these games. We have Miami beating Wichita State 65-57. Great win for Miami, Florida. Coming out with a big win. I mean, great team. I can't wait to see them get into much of the Elite Eight. We have Iowa State over the University of, let me see. Sorry, guys. Let me see what we got here. Over the University. Sorry, guys. I have a thing here. Iowa State over Little Rock. Great game these were games just from yesterday of who was going into the next round. So Iowa State will be playing against Virginia. As you can see, number 1 ranked Virginia beating Butler 77-69. Great win for Virginia. And we had three number 1 seeds. Kansas beats UConn 73-61. Great game for that. Number 11th Gonzaga defeated number 3 Utah 82-59. A great win for them. And our last game from tonight, we just got done and over with. North Carolina beat Providence 85-66. I thought with the Providence and North Carolina, I thought Providence was trying to get up there to maybe try to have an upset with North Carolina, but not a great win for them. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get into the matches. I'm going to be doing predictions with my trusty bracket here. I know you can't see it right now, so I can. So we're going to go ahead and get into our first match. It is number 7th ranked Iowa. What a great win over Temple. They had a great win over Temple last night, or on the 18th. Great win. Yep, it was yesterday. I was right. From yesterday, great win for Iowa over Temple. They will be taking on number 2 seed Villanova. Another great team, beating University of North Carolina Asheville. North Carolina Asheville, I mean, losing 2 tournaments this year. They lost the men's and the women's. I will talk about the women's here in a bit after we talk about the men's. For Iowa, this is going to be an awesome game for Iowa. They've been really good in the Big Ten this year. They were tied with some of the other teams until the tournament and lost the tournament, but they had a great year for Iowa, 22-10. They'll be taking on another great team, Villanova, 30-5. So for my win to win this game, and we'll take on Miami, Florida in the Sweet 16, I am going to go with Villanova. Villanova over Iowa, because to me, I think Villanova is going to be a really great team. It's going to be a little tough one for them to beat. So we're going to go ahead and get into the next game. which will be the number 12 ranked Yale. Oops, sorry guys. Ugh, stupid app won't stay on the games for tomorrow. We're going to go into our next game. It is and this is at 1:40 p.m. Central Time. See, I love this app because it gives me my Central Time. It'll be 2:40 Eastern Time. I hope I got it right. 2:40 Eastern Time for you guys that are watching on the Eastern side. We have the number 14th rank Stephen F. Houston taking on the number 60 seed Notre Dame. Let's see here. Um, Stephen Austin with a great win over West Virginia, which had West Virginia to win that, which I won't cross it out. I'm just going to keep the way it is. What do I have it on this? Nope, I have a different on this tournament bracket. Okay. Um, Saint, what a win over West Virginia, number 3 seed. Could we see Stephen F. Houston as the next Cinderella story? I know a lot of you guys have been wondering Saint Joseph's might be the next Cinderella. There's a lot of good Cinderella stories here, like VCU. They had a good win over Oregon State. Um, let's see here. What else is another one? But I have to say, Stephen F. Houston um, against Notre Dame, the number 6 seed Notre Dame. A great team, two great teams that are going to go at it tonight. If I were to pick to win this game, I am might possibly going to go with Notre Dame, because Notre Dame is a really good team. Um, so we're going to go Notre Dame. So we're going to go with Notre Dame over Stephen F. Houston. Maybe they'll prove me wrong tomorrow. We've had a lot of upsets this year. Let's see what we had. Let's see here. What's a big upset? Northern Iowa over Texas. I thought we were gonna have the Texas versus Texas A&M game, but I guess we don't get that game this year because Northern Iowa said, nope, you're not going to have that game this year. So we're going to have Notre Dame over Stephen F. Houston University. All right, we're going to go into our next game that will be tomorrow at 4:15 p.m. Central, 5:15 p.m. Eastern for you out there in Eastern Time on the CBS network. It is going to be the number 10th ranked VCU taking on the number 2 ranked Oklahoma. Two great teams. VCU with a great year last year. A couple years ago, being the Cinderella story, making it to the Final Four. And then this year, not making it to the Final Four. They made it at least to the Elite Eight, which was awesome and amazing. So my pick for this game, I am going to go with Oklahoma over VCU. So I'm going to go ahead and put an X on Texas because I didn't get that win. And which game did I get? Not a good one was the West Virginia game. All right. So I'm going to pick Oklahoma over VCU. You guys can tell me down in the comment section below who you think is going to win these games. If you think there's going to be an upset, do you guys think there's going to be, if these matches are going to be the same as always? So I'm going to go with Oklahoma over Virginia Tech, over VCU. Great team for VCU. I would love to see them get into the Sweet 16, but not this year. They had a good year last year, making it to the Elite Eight and then been taken out of the Final Four. All right, let's see what the next game is. The next game, guys, this one's going to be a good one. This one is going to be a good one. I apologize. Trying to get this game up. Here we go. The number 15th ranked Middle Tennessee with an upset over, let me see what this game was. Middle Tennessee over Sorry. I apologize. Middle Tennessee over Michigan State after that buzzer beater the other night on the 18th. What a great win for Middle Tennessee with that buzzer beater. I think no, that was the which game was that one? I think that game was it was the Middle Tennessee over Michigan State game in the first round, moving on to the second round. So we have the number 15th seed Middle Tennessee taken at 25-9, taking in the 2013 number 10 seed Syracuse. Two lower seeds going at it for the right to go to the Sweet 16. Um, two great teams, Middle Tennessee and Syracuse, going at it one-on-one, mano-y-mano. So for my pick to win from between the two I'm going to go with Middle Tennessee because I think to me in my heart I think they're going to be the next um, the next Cinderella story. I know a lot of people be like, "Oh my God, Michael's picking Middle Tennessee over Syracuse." Yes, I am picking Middle Tennessee over Syracuse. I know it's a stupid pick, but hey, it's my pick. It's my pick show. So I hope you guys enjoy it. This one's at 5:10 p.m. East, 5:15 p.m. Central Time on TNT. For you in the Eastern Time, it'd be 6:10 at night. All right, we're going to go into the next game. It is going to be the number 13th ranked Hawaii taking on the number 5 seed Maryland. Two really great teams. Hawaii with an upset over, I don't know if that is much of an, upset over Carolina, a number 4 seed. Could we see another upset tonight or tomorrow night on TBS? It'd be at 6:10 p.m. Central Time, and it'd be 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time for you guys in the Eastern Time Zone, which I know I have some friends out there in the Eastern Time Zone. Let me see. Did we get any viewers just a little bit ago? Let me see. Nope, we didn't get any viewers. It's all right. You know, a lot of you guys are watching Will's UFC Fight Night live stream, which live reaction. Guys, go enjoy that. Or if you guys are watching Ambrosia Cat with her live stream and all that kind of goody stuff, so go enjoy that. I'd rather talk about football, college hoops, the tournament, instead of talking about the UFC and talking about wrestling. Yeah, that's for the weekdays, not the weekends, because this guy's March Madness week, baby, all the way. So we got number 15th rank, number 13th rank, number 13 seed Hawaii taking on the number 5 seed Maryland. For this game, let me put that one down. I forgot I picked California over Hawaii. Bad choice. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wrong teams. I'm not doing too bad this year. Last year I sucked real bad. If I were to pick this one, I'm gonna go Maryland over Hawaii because I think Maryland with their good team is going to win this and move on to the Sweet 16, which we know Kansas is going to move on into the Elite 8, move on to the national title game. If Kansas gets upsetted, that will change the whole entire scenery of the brackets. Everybody's going to go eight nuts trying to figure out who's going to go in next, who's going to go there, who's going to go that, and all that kind of good stuff. All right, so we're going to go with that team. I'm going to do with my little trusty. That's what I like about this guy, ladies and gentlemen. I have a touch screen on this laptop. This is a really cool thing, and we're going to go into our next game, which will be the number 11th seed Northern Iowa taking on the number 3 seed Texas A&M. Northern Iowa with their upset against Texas. Could we see another Texas team go down? We don't know. This is at 6:40 p.m. Central Time, 7:40 p.m. Eastern Time on True TV. People, we apologize not for you guys not having your soap operas this week. Whoopie freaking do. Soap operas are not important. The March Madness is important. So sorry if you. I know women are going to be offended by my show because I'm saying soap operas suck, which they do. I'm not. I've gotten over soap operas after Another World and all that stuff, which we ain't going to talk about. That's no here or nor there. So this game between Northern Iowa and Texas A&M, I'm going to pick Texas A&M to move on into the Sweet 16 because I think they're going to really, this one's going to be a really nail biter between Northern Iowa and Texas. Oops, sorry guys. Freaking camera or my thing here, my laptop's a little thin. So yeah. All right. We're going to go ahead and go into our next game, which will be my team, the number 7th ranked Wisconsin, will be taking on the number two seed Xavier. Wisconsin's had a tough time. They're 21-12, and Xavier's 28-5. Wisconsin, I think, has not beaten Xavier. But for the shocker, I know a lot of I still am a big fan of Wisconsin Badgers, but with this game, where's it? Pittsburgh. Oh, I got Pittsburgh wrong, so I got 7 wrong. I got 6 wrong, actually, because I picked Pittsburgh over Wisconsin. For this game, I'm going to go with Xavier over Wisconsin. I know Wisconsin has the coach Gary Gard, which is really awesome. This team, the Wisconsin Badgers, has a good offense and a good defense, but they're going to go into 2017 as a decent team, a decent basketball team. Into next year now with the new coach and possibly might be some new players after Nigel Hayes leaves, might be leaving Wisconsin, be going into the NBA draft. So yeah, that's for that game. And for the last game of the night, and then we'll get into the women's, we have number 6 seed St. Joseph with their awesome victory over number 7 seed Cincinnati. A great win for them, taking on the number 1 seed Oregon. Well, this game is going to be no other. I'm going to pick Oregon over St. Joseph. I know a lot of people are picking St. Joseph to beat the number 1 seed. So that is about it for the men's side. Great picks for myself. I can actually show you guys. Let me get rid of this draft thing here, and with a touch of the button, see, I can touch buttons here. This is what the bracket looks like so far. We've got, as you can see, we got North Carolina going up against Indiana in the well, pretty much all you can see right here. This is the men's. Now, guys, we are going to get into the pretty much my first time ever doing the women's, the 2016 NCAA women's tournament, NIT tournament. Here's pretty much what the NIT tournament looks like so far. As you guys can see on the screen, I know it's going to be forward for you guys, but that's pretty much it for the NIT tournament. Nothing big, nothing too serious with the NIT tournament. I just filled this up for the fun of it. But I like to do the big ones, the NCAA men's and women's tournament. So we're going to go ahead and switch over to the women's games, which Hold on, I gotta do this thing. Oops, no, screen share. No, I didn't want to pick that. Get rid of that. No. Gonna go over the women's basketball team. There we go. All right. Our first game is going to be the number 6 seed West Virginia taking on the number 2 Ohio State, or number 3 seed Ohio State. I don't know much about the women's stuff. I haven't watched a lot of the women's games as much this year. I've been going much over for the men's side, but which I know my girls, the UConn girls, as I can show you guys. I don't think it's on here. Yeah, with my UConn girls last night with the 101-85 win over the Robert Morris. I think that's what it is. Sorry, guys. Let me write down these teams that I forgot to do the other day. So we got UConn over Robert Morris. UConn, Robert Morris. And we have do Quincy. Let's see, here it is. And next game was South Florida. Be taking on USC in the Sweet 16. I think it is. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, so it's pretty much they're going into the second round. Missouri. They won over BYU. Texas over Alabama State. Sorry, just filling out the ones that I forgot. Florida State. Over Middle Tennessee. Texas A&M moving on to the next round. All right. Now we'll go ahead and get into the 21st games. Did the 21st games get over with? Oh, no. I forgot to fill out the other ones. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry if you are seeing this. I apologize. Brain dead on me. Forgot to fill out the rest of the other games from last night. Indiana, or from tonight. Sorry, that's from tonight. We've got South Dakota. State moving on the second round. Be Stanford. Oklahoma in the second round against Kentucky. And Washington be taking on Maryland. All right, now we'll get into the tournament brackets. I apologize for the rest of the women's here. All right, we're going to go ahead and get into the first game. It is, West Virginia against, we're going to go West Virginia. All right, we have the number 6 seed West Virginia taking on the number 3 seed Ohio State. Ohio State coming in with a 25-7 record, and West Virginia coming in with a 25-9 record. For my pick to win this, I am going to go with Ohio State over Virginia, West Virginia on that game. So we're going to go West Virginia is going to move into the Sweet 16. All right, and our next game is going to be the number 12 seed Albany coming in at 28-4. Will be taking on the number 4 seed Syracuse after a good win for Albany. Is even Albany even in these games? Baylor. Oops. Oh, this is the guys. Okay. This doesn't seem Albany, and Syracuse. Where's Albany? Oh, there they are. Way over here. So Florida didn't win their game against that. So I'm going to use this so I know what was right. We've got the number 12 seed Albany taking on number 4 seed Syracuse. We're going to go with Syracuse with the win. I think Syracuse girls are doing very well this year, so we're going to go with Syracuse over Albany. All right, our next game at 1:30 p.m. Central Time on ESPN2. Some of these are on ESPN and ESPN2. If you guys wanted to watch these games, that's where these are at. We have the number 6 seed DePaul taking on the number 3 seed Louisville. For this one, I'm going to go with Louisville moving on into the Sweet 16. I think, to me, they're a really good team, and I think they should move in. At another game at 1:33 p.m. Central Time, I think this will be on the Watch ESPN app. If you have it, get it. I might get that for my tablet to watch that game. We have the number 5 seed Mississippi State taking on number 4 seed Michigan State. Two great teams. We have Mississippi State, number 5 seed, coming in at 27-7, and Michigan State coming in at 25-8. I've heard a lot of great things for the girls, so I'm going to go with Michigan State over Mississippi State in their game. And moving on into the Sweet 16. All right, our next game at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time on the ESPN. It'll be the number 9 seed Kansas State taking on the number 1 seed South Carolina. South Carolina, really good team, 32-1. They only lost one game, which they're a really great team. So for my pick to win this, I'm going to go South Carolina, moving into the Sweet 16 to take on Syracuse. Sweet Caroline. And then we have another number 1 seed going into the next game is at 6 p.m. Central Time on the ESPN2 is the number 9 seed Auburn taking on the number 1 seed Baylor. For this one, I'm going to go with Baylor because the Baylor girls had a really good season last year when they had this big 6'4" girl, Brittany. Really great gal. She was really good in her game. So I'm picking Baylor over Auburn. All right, and then in our next game at 8 p.m. Central Time on the ESPN2, we have the number 10 seed St. Bonaventure taking on the number 2 seed Oregon State. Oregon State coming in at 29-4, and we have the girls from St. Bonaventure coming in at 24-7. For my win and for my pick, I'm going to go with Oregon State over St. Bonaventure. Oregon State. Moving on to the Sweet 16. And then our last game at 8 p.m. Central Time, it'll be the number 7 seed Tennessee taking on the number 2 seed Arizona State. That game is, there you are, found you. Winner of this game will take on my West Virginia in the next round. I am going to go with Arizona State to win this game and move on to the Sweet 16 to take on West Virginia. So there we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the girls, the 2016 NCAA Division I Women's Basketball Championship, the road to the Final Four and the road to Indy. So we will stop the sharing on this, and we will go back to you beautiful people. So we'll hit the X button. That is about it for the NCAA men's and women's tournament bracket prediction show. What do you guys think? Is there going to be any upsets this year for the brackets? I don't think as much for the women's. I think it's going to be UConn going to go trying to chase their history. They might be moving on to the Final Four. The number 1 seeds here, Oregon, Kansas, North Carolina, and Virginia moving on into their own seeds. I don't see them much getting defeated. If by any chance Oregon does get beat by Duke, that would be a shocker. Or if St. Joseph gets defeated by or defeats Oregon, that would be a shocker going into the Sweet 16 and beyond, that will be really a big game for them. The Duke Blue Devils trying to come back on their wins. They didn't do so well this year, 23-10. Oh, they won some really good games, but they've been having troubles with their team, which Oregon, we know that they're going to move on to the Elite Eight, which we will do the Elite Eights once all of these are done, because some of these matches don't begin until the 24th, which I will do a prediction show on the 23rd for these matches for the Sweet 16, who I think will move on to the Elite Eight. So, guys, leave a comment down below, like, comment, share this. Tell me who you guys think is going to move on to the next round. Who do you guys think will move into the Sweet 16? Do you guys see any upsets or anything? A lot of great upsets this year. Big ups to St. Joseph's, not really a big one. Yale over Baylor, number 12 seed, moving on. Northern Iowa beating Texas. What else is a big one? Number 10 VCU over Oregon State. Great win for them. Middle Tennessee was a bigger one, the big shocker. Middle Tennessee over Michigan State. No one's never beaten Michigan State until now. Middle Tennessee just whooped their ass like crazy. Little Rock, I think, let me get you guys to the big one, the actual tournament that's been filled out. Let me see here. Little Rock with their win over Purdue. So let's see how many Big Ten teams we have left. We only have Maryland, Iowa, Wisconsin, and Indiana. Those 4 teams from the Big Ten. Better step up their game. I mean, some of these other teams from different states that are different conferences I've never heard of, like St. Joseph, Northern Iowa, and VCU. I remember them. Those two were the big Cinderella story in Northern Iowa last year. Great Cinderella story for them, making it into the Elite Eight and then lost in the Elite Eight. Middle Tennessee, a bigger one. Little Rock over Purdue. man, Little Rock against Iowa State. That one's going to be a good game to watch. Let's see here. What's another good one to see? Wisconsin. That game is going to pretty much Xavier's going to win that one. Stephen F. Houston with their win over West Virginia. They beat the number 3 seed, but I don't think they're going to beat the number 1 seed or number 6 seed, Notre Dame. If they do, big ups to them. Really big ups to them on winning that game. Indiana moving on to the Sweet 16, clinching their ticket. So we got one Big Ten team going in. We've got one, two, three more Big Ten teams to see if they'll make it into the Big Ten or into the big tournament. So, guys, that is it for the men's and the women's NCAA men's tournament bracket prediction show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Big shout outs real quick before I leave. Joe Cronin Show. Go check out his stuff. Monetize This. He does Out of Nowhere with JD from New York, 206. And also Raw and SmackDowns and whatever other shows that he does after WWE's, like Raw, pay-per-views, and all that kind of stuff. Big ups to Ambrosia Cat and Christian Negron. Go check those two out. They're doing a show right now as we speak because it started at 10, which pretty much it's over right now. So yeah, big ups to them, guys. Go shout them out. Go check their show out. Sometimes during the week, they do a Kings and Queens of the Asylum. Go check them out. Also, go check out my boy Will. Bringer Reign 13. Him and NF Punk do the UFC fights, news, rumors, and all that kind of stuff. Go and live reactions for UFC fans if you're big into that. Go to Will's Sports Entertainment World, or we call it Will's World Sports Entertainment. Go check out his channel. Really great guy, really cool friend of mine, part of DCA, Death Clock Armageddon. Get ready, guys, for the springtime. A lot of E-Feds are bringing back up. As you guys know, I left WCW on my own terms. I had a great time with Dark Horse and his team with WCW, which I knew I wanted to do the, me getting screwed over, I get fired, and, that kind of thing. We won't worry about that no more. AWA is coming back. They're merging with WWNWS Revolution. Thank God. Thank you, Lord. About damn time between those two. Cody Brainerd. Thank you, everybody, for 1,016 followers on Twitter. Thank you so much. I am on the road to getting to 5K. I might not make it to that, but it's a big milestone. I know a lot of people have always say, "Oh, look, I have more followers than you." I don't do that kind of thing. I just say thank you to the followers. I know most of them are porn stars, some are wrestling, some are just in between stuff, which I really don't care. I just follow them so I can get good followers, which I don't use stuff like the Wrestling Otaku uses or any of them idiots or Wrestling Fufu uses, those subscribe things and all that kind of stuff. 281. Thank you guys so much for 281 subscribers. Tomorrow, look out for a gaming video from yours truly. I'm going to be doing a Minecraft 1.9 survival series, a little bit like what these guys here, Paul Source Jr. and all of them do. Really great people. Go check out their channels. Great YouTubers. I was trying to get the Revenge of the Sea Team mods going, but somehow my Windows 10 doesn't like it. So yeah. which I'll sometimes get help with that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I am Michael Meyer. I will see you guys next time. I will see you guys on the 23rd for the NCAA men's tournament thing. Which, yeah, we will see you guys then because the women's are done. Yeah, the women's are done for this week. Or they got games on the 21st. So that'll be tomorrow now, because it is now the 20th. So, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Michael Miner. I'll see you guys next time for the next NCAA men's tournament bracket and women's bracket prediction show and wrap up, which I'll give you guys the scores. I know some of you guys we've already seen it and that kind of deal. Also, guys, get ready for Tap or Snap, which has now been postponed until April 1st or April 2nd. I think it is April 1st. Yeah, it's April 1st. I think it's WrestleMania week, isn't it? So, yeah, guys, get ready for that. One viewer, thank you so much for coming in, which I'm about to leave right now. Great honor for everybody for joining me tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Michael Miner, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which instead of using this, we use the power of the finger. Deuces. Use my other finger. Did I press it? No.